Hi guys, Mike here from RevoSlot. I just wanted to go through the Revo Championships for 2024. It's not far away now. We've got good entries. There is space for a few more, not too many. Don't want to overfill the place, but we're pretty much at last year's figures. But yeah, I definitely think we can squeeze a few more in. So just wanted to go through everything. So obviously, Revo slot cars that we've got here. So been a few questions. So the Friday is the Group 2 cars. So Group 2 cars, basically your Alphas, your BMWs, your Datsuns, your Escorts. Um, Now, if in the event there's other Group 2 cars that come out prior to the event and everything, then if they are a Group 2 car, yes, they will be allowed and it will be the Friday race. So specifications on what we can do to the cars. The cars should be pretty much standard as they are out of the box, with the exceptions of um, the guide. I would suggest the cars do come with the deep guide and the shallow guide. I would suggest the deep guide for these tracks. You don't have to, but you do have a choice of guide there. With the Group 2, the gearing is basically set as it is in the car. Um, Now, there was, I believe, a Escort that came out originally with wrong gearing. That should just be changed and put to the same specification as the rest of the gearing on them. Now, that should be fine. Now, that's the Friday class. The Friday class will be run on our flat track, which I will show you in a second. The Saturday class is basically then um, we're looking at the Porsche GT, the Marcos, the F40, the Supra. We've also been asked about the Corvette, which has come out again since this was set up. But the Corvette has been allowed into there and has been put into the Saturday class. So that will be on the Saturday class. Now, again, the cars should be as per the spec of what they come with. Now, in each of the cars, you'll find there is a flyer. Um, that is showing what their standard products they come with are. Now, things we've allowed to change on these with the gearing. Revo also do a ergo gear, which is the RS419A. That is allowed to be changed, so we do have a choice of changing to that ergo gear. Again, with the guide, go with the deeper guide. Now, on some of the earlier Marcos, I believe it was between anything that was up until RS0012 in the product code number, did come with a narrower wheel. We have permitted for that wheel to be changed to match all the more modern standard wheels, which are pretty much all very similar apart from the way they're cut for the inserts. Another question we've been asked is about the rear axle mounts. I spoke with David from BRM when I was over in Italy not long ago, and I asked him about the different ones. He's basically saying it doesn't matter what colour they are the same height. So, will be standard axle holders. Um, Now, what I don't want to see is any shims or anything under those axle holders to raise that up, so to lower the car. So that will not be permitted. Motors are going to be provided on the day. The motors come with a pinion and with wires. Now, I'm being told that this year we'll definitely be getting differently marked motors more clearly than last year. So we can clearly see that they are the same motor, even though the last year ones we did mark them. Tyres will be provided. Tyres, last year we had the 22 Sure. We had a few issues there with some of the tyres, will seem to be wearing out quite quickly. We have increased that to the 25 Sure, which is the racing compound that's mainly used around Europe. We've been doing some testing on the tracks and we're finding them pretty good. They're not wearing out, but we are still getting grip. So it will be the 25 short, and they will be handed out on the day as well. So that takes us to the Sunday class. Sunday class is basically your sort of, for want of a better word, LMP sort of style and shape. It's the flatter models is a clear way of doing it. So you got your Toyota, your Ferrari F33s, your McLaren is in there. One question was the Porsche GT1. It is in the Saturday class this year. We will look at that if we do run the event next year of moving that to the Sunday class. But for this year, the Porsche GT1 is the Saturday class. So that's basically going through the cars. What to expect on the days. We are opening the shops the Wednesday and the Thursday. So if anyone wants to come down, the shops will be open for practice all day Wednesday and Thursday. Probably stay open till 8 o'clock Thursday night for people that are arriving late on the Thursday. On the Friday again, we get some time in the morning to start setting up your cars, and then we'll get into the qualifying and get into the racing. If it's anything like last year, we should have a great event. We had no issues, there were no problems. The scrutineering went quite well. Everyone seemed happy with the way it was managed. I've got the same two guys. I've managed to rope them into doing the scrutineering again this year. They don't race hard body cars at all, but they did a great job of checking the specs on all the cars. So we'll have a food truck here on site as well. So breakfast will be available on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, as well as lunch and as well during the day. So she'll do a breakfast menu, change over to a lunch menu later. So there should be plenty of food and stuff available, coffees, everything all on site, and try and make it as comfortable for you guys as you can. Okay, so like I say, it's going to be a good event. We've got good numbers. We're happy with that. A few more, yes, it's always nice. We'll squeeze a few more in. Don't want to overdo it, but yeah, we can probably maybe another 5, maximum 10 would be where I would cap it to make sure the race is still comfortable for everybody. It's more about having a good event than just trying to get as many numbers in as we can. Keep the event good. Right, I'm going to try and lift the camera up now and have a bit of a walk around the shop with the camera stand. So bear with me, this could be quite wobbly and everywhere. And I'll try and show you the tracks. Okay, so if this is working. So this is what we class as our Suzuka track. Hopefully you're seeing this. Try and see if I can see what I'm doing with my phone. So this is the one that will have the Saturday and the Sunday class on. So as you can see, fairly long track, some nice sweeping banks on it. Okay, then so basically we've got the start line here, and we're going around in this direction, around this way, around the sweeping bank, down the straight. Now, a couple of things that have been changed. Near the start line, there was originally a hump. That has been taken out. So for anyone that raced last year, what we found was people that were coming in and not raced on the track before, the hump near the start line took a little bit of dialing into. And we thought it was a bit of a advantage as a local track to work around that hump, so we've got rid of it. And again, after the bank here, there used to be another hump after you came around the bank. We've got rid of that one as well. There is a slight bit of a bank still there, but mainly got rid of that again because it was too much of a local advantage, so that's gone. So now you'll find it's a lot easier to dial in to the track than what it was. And So we do have bench space all the way along here, so there's a good length of bench space. There will be other bits of tables and stuff set up as well. So moving on to the flat track. So this is going to be our Friday track for the group 2 cars. So this track's got some nice corners and everything in it. It's a great track to drive on. So this will be the Friday class. So we will be coming up from the start line here in this direction, around the track and around, and then back up the straight. I'm hoping this video is working because I can't actually see what I'm doing because it stopped streaming to my phone. So that is basically going to be the track anyway for the Friday racing. As I say, plenty of bench space down there. We will have more tables and things set up in this area. Through those doors is another full room and building with more bench space and areas in there for everyone to just sit and get the cars set up, relax for a bit or whatever they need to do. Plenty of spares on the shelf. I'll try and get some more orders in to top that up prior to the event. But if there's any questions, please drop me an email or message me on Facebook. We're more than happy to help where we can. The event is for racing. The whole reason for this centre is set up to hold events like this and hold racing. So, okay guys, I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you all very much, and hope to, well, we'll see a lot of you in July, and yeah, hopefully we'll have another great year of racing these RevoSlot cars, because they are such an awesome car to race. All right, thanks guys. Any questions, drop me a line.